Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, March 1st, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I hold great compassion and empathy, knowing we are all on this healing journey together as one. Phew, what a journey it is. Here we are, March. Rabbit. Let's hope for some good rabbits this month as we are entering our first eclipse season of 2024. Our first eclipse will be on March 25th in the sign of Libra. So continuing relationship lessons going on for us. But that being said, let's dig into today's astro. I actually want to give you a little side anecdote. So right before recording, something triggered me, conversation triggered me, and stuff around my dad started just flooding up. And I was like, what in the astro? What in the astro is this? And I go and look at the chart that I already had pulled up for today's scope. And sitting right on top of my sun is Pallas. And Pallas Athena, it's an asteroid. It represents daddy issues. And I was like, there it is. It still shocks me how on point the astro is. And this is why it's helpful to follow the themes and to get readings so that you can be like, oh, what's going on? What's my lesson? So let's dig into today's lessons. We actually start the day with some lazy cat. We have the sun in Pisces, sextiling Jupiter in Taurus, and they're at 11 degrees, which is a master degree. It's a healing degree. And it's a reminder that healing a lot of times can take place when we allow ourselves the stillness and the presence. And I know that's hard in a busy world where we're pushed into the shoulds, but today is definitely a day to make a little time for the stillness, to allow the waters to settle, for whatever to, bubble on up. There's always lessons for us. There's always layers. And we still have Pisces, Scorpio, and Pisces, Scorpio together bring the stuff up. I will tell you, I also had some crazy dreams last night, bringing the stuff up that I have to look at. Speaking of bringing this stuff up, we also have Venus and Chiron in a connection. So Chiron is in Aries, Venus is in Aquarius. This is a sextile, a helpful connection. But it's interesting because Aries and Aquarius can both be rebels. And I think we need to utilize the rebel energy in this connection to break through some of those places where we've shooted ourselves into a corner, where we were told we had to do something one way or have those family traditions that can be hard to break, whether it's the stories that your family would tell or the discipline of your family or the rules or the pathways. There's definitely some rebellion energy. Now, this is prep for the coming second eclipse. The second eclipse is with Chiron. That is potent. There is much healing afoot, but work on it now. Notice where there may be a call to break through. I'm hearing, I want to break free. I'm hearing that right now. So I don't even usually sing it. So I guess I broke through something right there too. So there's a call to break through, break free from this energy. Now this is happening really early in the morning. So again, this might be some of those early morning thoughts when you're waking up and still in the very psychic place. We're very psychic when we're coming out of dreamland. Moon in Scorpio is also daring to connect to Venus. We've got a square there. Maybe some shadows of worth issues coming forward. Maybe some shadows around being able to share ourselves, share our gifts. Definitely feel that one a lot of times. So we're going to have some of that going on. And then as the moon goes on, it's going to oppose Uranus and trine Neptune. That opposing of Uranus definitely may bring some triggers for this healing, some breakdown and breakthrough energy. I love the connection with Neptune in the evening. Again, Listen to your dreams, take a little time to meditate, let the psychic whispers bubble up. Pisces is such a psychic time, so the more you can listen, the more you can give yourself the space for that to come through or recognize the signs, the better. Before my Rumi card, I'm going to show you these sets of cards. So this was the beginning and the end. We have the playfulness and the success. And so this is kind of like the overall energy of where we can go, like into that playfulness and knowing that playfulness will take us towards that success. But meanwhile, there's a little healing, there's a little loneliness, isolation, and there's a little mental energy to conquer in this. So recognize this is all part of the healing. Even the playfulness is part of the healing. Be present with your healing journey. And again, I love the energy mantra, have compassion, because we're all trying to figure out our healing journey. We're all in this healing journey together. The mind and the isolation, these are both mental cards. Watch for your stories. I really feel like that might be some kind of class that I do at some point, because I feel like that's one of our biggest healing areas. And speaking of healing, we're going to do the sacred honoring ritual for this card because it felt like it would be very helpful. We all got something going on. So it is the all-encompassing hand. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath I feel, my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. And the write-up just talks about maybe you need a little reassurance. You've been struggling with some things and loneliness and all of that. So let's look at the sacred honoring ritual for this. Place one hand resting upon the other with your palms joined together. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. And say aloud, through the loving grace of Rumi, brother of my soul who loves me without condition, these hands are now blessed as the hands of the lover and the beloved, as the divine hand all-encompassing. I am blessed, protected, nurtured, and received. I am touched by the divine with compassionate, merry, and loving tenderness. I call on the hand of grace to touch, heal, bless, and protect all aspects of myself and my life journey. Through divine grace, so be it. And then simply rest with your hands in the same posture for several moments and finish your ritual. If you wish, you may continue by speaking in prayer to the divine and offer up any issue or concern you have. Give it a voice. It doesn't matter how small or major the issue may seem. Talk it over with the great beloved, the divine handholder for all of us, right? Divine handholder, I love that. A wonderful and responsive listener. When you are finished, place your hands in prayer, bow your head, and simply say thank you. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. And hopefully, if you have some of these things bubbling up like I do, this can support you in that process. So I'm going to leave that there for today. You can book a reading if you would like me to hold your hand through some of this process. Email me for that. Eclipse readings are available for these incoming eclipses. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.